Alright, so here we go, August 11th. Hartshorn Funny Farm Tour. We've got bush beans coming in really good. And we got a bunch of purple basil coming up. And then got some of the snapdragons just starting to peek out. Not sure what this is. I think this might be radishes. We planted them in rows, but for some reason they got clumped all together, so I'll have to go through and thin them out. And we got another snapdragon coming in. And I'm not sure what's in here either. Zelda planted all this stuff, and she tells me about every 3 days what it is, and then I forget. Something else we did was cleared out this area. Gonna flatten all that out so it'll be grass. Gonna dig this out, remulch it, and then maybe get some kind of little statue or something to go there, and then flatten that out on the other side. We got some little point things for the fence. Still no gate. I don't know if we're ever going to get it. They keep saying that it'll show up, but we paid for it in April. Now in August, still no gate. Back here, got a pressure washer and pressure washed the chicken coop, so it's looking like brand new. We also found a home for the rooster, which was good. And I think they're kind of digging it in there. As far as growing wise, we got peppers, of course, lots of peppers, hot peppers, tomatoes still going crazy. We've been canning and making sauce and doing all kinds of stuff. Get a few ready. I'll have to come out and pick today. Something was eating that one. Might just let that go red and feed it to the chickens. Blueberry looks like it's doing pretty good. It's got a bunch of new green growth on it, so it looks like it's happy in its new home, which is good. We tried to do blueberries down at the lower end of the yard last year, year before, and all of them died off. I think the soil down there was too wet because all the water drains downhill. But yeah, lots more tomatoes, a bunch of cherries. Can't believe the tomatoes are still going. Like, we're about to go back into some cooler weather here in a while, and looks like we'll have tomatoes throughout the year. Got some winter squash coming in. A couple of them there. This side's doing really well. That side all died off. I think we got vine borers. I just pulled them and then planted some beets, radish, and what else? I did something else in there. Got some more squash coming in. The squash has come back really good. Bugs are starting to die down some. Haven't seen as many squash bugs. We've been pulling the eggs off there like crazy. Some okra. Did a nice little batch of okra last night. Came out pretty good in the Ninja Foodie. Cut them in half, oil them up. 7 minutes, shake them 7 minutes, and done. And they're nice and crispy. Another zucchini coming in. The squash plants that came from seed are doing really well. Down here we got cucumber plants. Something kept eating the tips of our cucumber plants, but looks like it's sprouting off, new runners. So we'll train those up the thing, and hopefully we'll get some good cucumbers in a month or two. Corn is looking nice. More cherries. These plants look like they were dying off. Now they're sprouting back up, so I'll leave them alone. Tomatoes are growing way over the arch. These got to be about 8 foot high now. More peppers. These lettuces are coming in. This is that pak choi. I used some of that for dinner last night. It was really good. Artichoke plant's doing all right. Purple beans. I'm sure there's some on here that are ready to go. Yep. Let's come out here a little bit and pick those. These okra plants are doing really good. Pulled a bunch off there yesterday. Zen Garden. Sunflowers are all starting to die off. I gotta come out here and get them. They've got a ton of these leaf-footed bugs. Not quite sure how to deal with those. I'm worried that if I pull all of these out, then they'll migrate into the garden and start destroying it. So I have to look up some stuff on what to do to get rid of them. Probably, maybe I'll dust it with some DE and try to get them all killed off. A little rose plant kicking it. It's got little flowers all over it. Can't believe that thing came back the way it did. Bamboo's starting to dry out and turn brown. I was worried it was gonna rot, but at the top I cut it off at the nodes so that it wouldn't fill up with water. I think that's going to be enough to have it last at least a year or two. These lettuces I've been pulling out of this and using it for dinner as well. Fruit trees back here doing their thing. Haven't got any fruit on them. I think they may fruit later in the year once it cools down some. Got the neighbors banging on something in their house. I don't know what they're building in there. Broccoli. This broccoli was getting eaten. I didn't really see what was eating it until I started really digging into them and found, I don't know what kind of little worms they were, but it was just infested. So I had to go through each leaf and find them and pull them off. I think there's one right there. Where'd that go? There he is. I'll go through that again today. Looks like there may be some more hiding in there. And this watermelon's been looking kind of sad. Scared to disturb it too much. Yep, that's about it. Have a great week.